Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Widya Bhaktiani from SMAN 1 Sumber. Today I would like to discuss about our material for the third grade for general programs. This material talks about the procedure text. Before we discuss about these materials, I want to give you some learning objective for today's. After studying this chapter, you will be able to identify the purpose, the structures, and the language features of the procedure text. And then next, understand the procedure text. And the last is write the procedure text about the instruction and tips of something, and then you can practice it. Procedure text is the functions to tell or to describe or to explain how to make or how to do or how to operate something, or to give tips or how something is complete through sequence of action or step. For the text organizations of the procedure text, there are three. The first is the goals. The goal is the purpose of the text. We can see the goal from the titles of the text, or if we didn't find the title of the text, we can find the goal from the final steps in the text. And the second is about the materials. The materials consist of ingredients and equipments or tools. And then the last organization text here is the steps or methods. In the steps, this is about the series of instructions to achieve the goal. Next is about language features of the procedure text. There are three of the language features. They are models. We can use model like must or mustn't to say in our steps. And then for the next is the present tense. We can use imperatives. For the first imperatives like positive imperatives, and we can use two about the negative imperatives. And the last, for the series in the procedure text, we can use the sentence connectors about the steps or the methods in the procedure text. For the language features one by one, I try to discuss. The first is about the present tense. We can use the present tense, we use imperative. Imperative here is the sentences to give the instructions. You can use the positive, like you can put the verb one in the series, like checks, and then puts, and then for the steps. And if the negative imperatives, you can show that something is not allowed to be done in the steps or the negative things. You can use the word don't, and then the first one, like don't litter, don't breathe, don't blow the candles. Next is about the models. Models we can use in the procedure text, use the word model must for the positive and the mustn't or must not for the negative. For the models must, to say that something is necessary to be done, like you must open. For the mustn't, for the negative, you can to say that something is not allowed to be done. The example word like you mustn't open. And the last, for the important language features in the procedure text, you can put the sentence connectors. This is to show the order of the step or telling action in the order. You can use the word like first, second, third, next, then, after that, and for the last, you can use finally or the word the last for the step. This is about the example for the procedure text. Here I choose about how to do something like how to use rice cooker in the title as the goal. And then you can put the material or equipment. Here's rice cooker only. And the steps or instructions are: first, add the rice to the rice cooker pot. Second, and the amount of the water specified on the rice package. Then put the rice cooker pot into the cooker's unit and cover the pot with the lid. Next, plug in the cookers and push the button to start cooking rice. When the rice is done, the cooker will beep or make clicking sound. And finally, rice cooker is ready to use. This is the examples of the procedure text, the kinds how to do something like how to the rice cooker. For the exercises, maybe you can write the example about procedure text. You can use the structures from the goal, materials, and of course the last is the steps. After that, you can practice at home how to deliver about procedure text. That's all for me for today. I hope it is useful for you. Thank you. And Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.